All right, here we go, diving into another brand new hour of the Steve Gruber Show, coming to you live from the heart of America here in Studio G. I fight for you every day from this foxhole of freedom. That's right, we're going to make this America great again. If it kills me, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. All right, three big things this hour. Number one, Gene Hackman has been found dead along with his wife and dog inside their Santa Fe home. We'll try to get you some details on that. Not quite sure. There's only two possible outcomes. Number two, Democrat support likely to push one of Trump's key picks over the Secretary of Labor. They're going to get Democrat votes today. Frightens me a little bit. And number three, the state of the state in Michigan. Fix the damn roads. Yeah, that's what we were promised. How are those roads treating you out there in Michigan? Just thought I'd ask Governor Whitmer, given her state of the state. Oh, and by the way, we're waiting for the Epstein files. Jeffrey Epstein files. We're told that Pam Bondi's going to release flight manifests, right? Logs. Who flew to the island and how often? We're going to get to that. So hold on tight because, who's on the list? Who is on the list? I am excited to find out. From Lansing, Governor Gretchen Whitmer delivering her penultimate State of the State address Wednesday. Offered little in terms of substance, but appeared more than happy to pass the buck over her failed Fix the Damn Roads initiative. That's how she got elected not once but twice. Fix the Damn Roads didn't happen. Cannot run in 2026, thankfully, calling on Republicans, Democrats, and businesses to solve Michigan's crumbling roads. All right. A campaign slogan she never delivered on despite her hashtag Fix the Damn Roads. She rolled it out at her first State of the State address 2019. We need a sustainable long-term solution for local roads, Whitmer said. The city of Lansing gets about $17 million from the state for local roads. It needs 17 times that much, around $300 million. Well, that's what you got elected on, Governor. Way to deliver. Way to get it done. She continued by saying everyone needs to recognize some hard truths and compromise. To my friends in the GOP, a long-term fix means new, fair sources of revenue. So raise the taxes. You blew through $9 billion of surplus that you had when you came into office. We can't cut our way to better roads by slashing public safety, health, or schools. To my fellow Democrats, cuts will need to be part of the solution, though. To the business community, we can't put this on the backs of the middle class. Oh, but you can put it on the backs of business again. Yeah. Lansing famous. For sticking its nose where it does not belong. Whitmer calling on lawmakers to pass bipartisan legislation to clamp down on the use of phones, K through 12 classrooms. Hard to teach geography and geometry when you're competing against memes or direct messages and so on and so forth. Anyhow, I don't care about any of this. Self-serving propaganda nonsense is all that is. Self-serving propaganda and nonsense. Yeah. So that's where it is. That's where it is. Let's see here. Donald Trump, 18, I think, of the 22 cabinet level members are in. Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard, Bobby Kennedy. I don't know. They're all there, right? Pete Hegseth, all of the controversial nominees confirmed. Confirmed. Today, something unusual is going to happen, though, apparently. The only one that I think got bipartisan support was Marco Rubio, former senator. He got bipartisan support to become Secretary of State. But other than that, not much. President Trump's nominee for Labor Secretary expected to pass a key vote before the Senate Committee on Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions. HELP. Senator Maggie Hassan from New Hampshire says she'll support her. The department later plays an integral role in supporting workers and small business after hearing significant support from constituents, including members of labor unions in New Hampshire. I will support Representative Chavez DeRemer's nomination as Secretary of Labor. Hassan admitted that she may not agree on everything with Chavez DeRemer, but she is qualified to serve and earn significant support from New Hampshire voters, and so she's going to vote in favor. Pretty weird, really. Yeah. Chavez DeRemer supported the PRO Act as a congresswoman for Oregon's 5th congressional district, but told senators during her confirmation hearing that she no longer supports overturning Republican-supported right-to-work laws under the PRO Act. The PRO Act would effectively kill state-level laws that prevent employers and unions from requiring people to be in a union, right to work, you understand that, required to be in a union as a condition of their employment. Yeah, she's a little bit on the left of all this, but that's where we are with it. Meanwhile, over at the EPA, Lee Zeldin says 65% of that staff gone. Said that yesterday. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, former congressman from New York, former gubernatorial candidate from New York, says he's considering cutting the agency's workforce by 2/3. Speaking yesterday at that first cabinet meeting, he said he thinks it's going to be cutting 65% or so of the people from the Environmental Protection Agency. We're going to speed up the process, too, at the same time. The EPA has a permanent staff of 17,202, as well as 1,540 temporary workers. Yep. So Zeldin's going to cut about 65% of the EPA. Look, we've got so much of this bulk, just bulk, at these agencies that it has to be cleaned up. It has to be cleaned up. Now, big moves in states. I told you last hour about how Utah says no more fluoride in the water. Well, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders says no more CCP in Arkansas. None at all. She's bite number 9, by the way, Anthony. She could be president someday because she says things like this.
We'll ban those companies now from leasing property and owning property near our critical infrastructure. And we will shorten the amount of time a banned company has to divest from our state. We will also ban lobbying on behalf of Communist China, Russia, and other adversaries. Arkansas cities and towns won't be able to have a sister city in Communist China anymore. And we will withhold funding from colleges and universities that have a Confucius Institute or similar organization, which we know have been used as a front for spying in other states. And any state-sponsored entity, including colleges and universities and our state retirement systems, will have to divest from Communist China. We will also ban made-in-China promotional items from state government. These items should be made in America. Every state in the country has a role to play in defending America from our foreign adversaries. And I'm proud that Arkansas is leading the way.
I'm proud of it, too. Look, I'm telling you, there's a person that can be president of these United States. Former press secretary. The best press secretary of my lifetime might have been Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a master. Very smart, very fast on her feet, very accomplished. Mr. Infidel's very pleased that he got a shout-out on the program here today. Well, Mr. Infidel, you keep doing good work, and this is what happens. People recognize your good work. He goes, do you not know who I am? Yeah, I know exactly who you are. Just not going to put your name out there because as an infidel, I mean, you have to be anonymous. I think that's one of the rules. You have to be anonymous. Maybe I'm not, I don't know. Anyhow, I am going to take a break and be right back. It's the Steve Gruber Show.